Hey everybody. What's up? What's up? Your girl G here. Now look, I'm gonna explain something to y'all. I know my broadcast says 7:13, but your girl, she set her alarm and slept past that bitch. So basically, y'all just gonna have to, accept my apologies. But nonetheless, I was still determined to go live because I haven't been live with you guys in a minute. And clearly, the world is ending, the sky is falling, and we have a lot to discuss. We are in the midst of World War III. It's looking like Putin has decided that he gonna go for Ukraine's neck, and clearly by proxy going after the US's neck. And I don't even know what, like, I just, y'all, are we gonna make it or not? That's the real question. Are we gonna make it or not? But yeah, I was like, okay, let me go live with you guys. We haven't talked about a lot of stuff in the past. I was gonna do a pre-record, but like I said, I like to get y'all's opinions on things and what we be talking about and stuff like that. So I'm gonna hop on live. I usually just hop on live, and whoever come in. Whoever don't catch the playback. So yes, you guys, we are gonna get into a lot of things today. If you checked out my YouTube community page, I said we was gonna be discussing a couple of folks. We got Nick Cannon on the docket, Miss Summer Walker on the docket, we got Kanye ass on the docket, and we got Meg Thee Stallion on the docket, amongst some other things. So I don't know how to feel about which one I want to get into though. First, y'all, who do I want to knock out first? Let's see. Matter of fact, y'all, I really want to discuss actually this war really fast, really quick, because I want to ask y'all about where y'all think what this is gonna mean for the US, and then we'll get into the little TT. Where do you guys think that this war is going to cause the US to land? Like, do you feel like the US is going to get involved? Do you guys feel like we should get involved? Do you guys feel like we need to do what we did, do what we didn't do when it came to, ISIS and, Afghanistan? We stuck our foot in it and we invaded over there. And then when we pulled out, all went to hell. Is that something we should not do this time? Like, because from my understanding, this is basically simply Putin. He wants control over Ukraine, basically to strengthen his own backyard. He doesn't want Ukraine to join in with NATO. In essence, basically all these multiple countries surrounding Russia will basically ban forces against, him, in essence, as he feels. And he don't want that. And the US basically is saying we're going to aid in not allowing Ukraine to be basically sucked up by, Putin, because then basically that'll give that man this entitlement of like, oh, we're going to rule the world type shit. So I want to get you guys' opinion. Tell me what you guys think of, us going into World War III with goddamn Putin, and, where that's going to make us land. Hopefully Russia don't bring their ass up over here, because my name Bennett. I ain't in it. I didn't ask to be in this mess. Hi, thank you for joining. I'm talking about the war right now. Drop down and let me know how you feel about it. Like, I freaking woke up just like everybody else, and come to find out we at war. Well, we basically at war. And so I don't know where this lands us. Like, I do not know where that lands the US, but I hope this don't turn into one for like the history books for like the US. Like, we are involved, but we not like involved like that to where I ain't gotta worry about packing my shit and like, trying to figure out what the next move is. Like, we haven't reached that point yet for the US. And I hope we don't ever reach that point, because I don't got time for that shit. But yeah, I just want to touch on the war really fast. But now let's get to like the TT. That's what we here for, y'all. I just want to get y'all opinion on the war, because bitch, is about to be World War III. But now let's get into the juicy stuff on the topics. What we gonna talk about first? Let's go ahead and knock Nick Cannon ass out, because Nick Cannon has honestly been grinding my gears for the past couple of days. not even past couple of days, past couple of months, he's really just been on some like cornball. Like I put Nick Cannon in the same docket as I put like Safari, Bow Wow, Nick Cannon, the Stevie J's, just like all corny, just corny. What's that meme where it's like boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. Like that's how I feel about Nick Cannon. Like he's hopped on this bandwagon of who he is, and he stays always basically feeding into that narrative because he knows it gets picked up by the blogs. And at this point, it's just like, you ain't got nothing else better to do, bruh. Like, I know you got 8 kids. I know you can go home and take care of them, but also at the same time, you can't go home because somebody's lights got to, stay on. But it sounds like a you problem, Nick. But yeah, I want to talk about Nick Cannon because it's something that he said the other day in regards to sleeping with all of his baby mothers, we should say. So let me go ahead and pull this whole thing up about what he said. Oh, Nick Cannon, just y'all, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like Nick Cannon. All right, phone, quit acting. All right, here we go. All right, Nick Cannon. So let me pull up the comments and open this up. So basically, Nick Cannon, he did a podcast and he was asked about how he feels about the mother of his kids dating other women, right? And we, of course, know where this is going to go. Men love to, think that they're just, enlightened and, it's not for monogamy and we're not built that way. Niggas start reading a couple of books and go to a couple of therapy sessions and start feeling like, they're enlightened enough to start, talking about this absence of monogamy and all that type of hoopla. But it's like, bruh, just admit you a dude who doesn't want to be monogamous. That's really all it is. And nobody has a problem with you dudes not being monogamous. The problem is y'all want monogamy from the woman, 1, and 2, y'all aren't monogamous and telling women that you are monogamous. That's where the issue lies. Don't nobody give a damn about you niggas not being non-monogamous. We know that already. We know how the game is set up. It is stacked against women. We know this. But stop playing in our faces is what we just saying. Hey, thank you guys for joining. Drop down in the comments. Tell me how you guys feel about Nick Cannon. Has he been getting on your nerves lately too? Because boy, let me tell you. So basically, he was asked about it, and he really low-key skirted around the question. Nick Cannon didn't even answer the regards of of women sleeping with other men. Basically, his words were, well, if I'm not enough for her, then she needs to go find that in somebody else. I will, release her or I will, take my step back so she can go find something, that's more fulfilling to her. Nick Cannon, that's not what she asked you. That's not what Miss Journalist Lady asked you. I don't know who he was on the podcast with, but she asked you, if you are non-monogamous, can the other women sleep with other men besides you? That's what was asked. And he so he skirted past that bitch. He didn't even answer that part. And it just brings up this huge, obviously, contrast of being in a patriarchy as a woman. Now we have men and women going back and forth of where this line, falls of masculinity and femininity and, what that means for a man who they like to call this high valued man. We love throwing that out there. Nick Cannon, technically, if we want to put it according to society, black, rich, make money, has some type of stature in the community. He was what people would like to say is a high value man. But he's, as y'all like to say it, a high value man with 5 baby mamas and 8 kids. Okay, this nigga got his own batch of babies kids. And how are we supposed to see that as high valued? Once again, a bunch of fatherless homes. Oh, a bunch of fatherless homes. Because that's what the value I see in that. Y'all always want to point out the good, but with the good comes the bad. Y'all never want to talk about the bad. Y'all never want to talk about the bad when it comes to black men. And then the minute we do, you tearing us down. So this is why black men can't get nowhere. Because we got to deal with shit in the world and we got to come back home and deal with it from y'all. Y'all always want to say we ain't shit. It's called accountability. Accountability. That's what you niggas lack. And here we have Nick Cannon floating around thinking that he's some, philosophical, mind stake on monogamy. And you really want to skirt around the fact that at the end of the day, because he likes to say, and the idea of marriage too, this ownership. He loves like to be talking on that. All the government, if the government gets involved and we get married, that means that people are acting like you have ownership over something. And I don't believe you're ever supposed to have ownership over somebody. No, it's not that you're saying you have ownership over somebody, but it's a mutual respect that you have for somebody who you say you're in a relationship, not to do the things. Doesn't mean there's ownership, but you take your counterpart in consideration, and therefore you won't do those things out of not hurting them. That has nothing to do with ownership, but that's how you keep trying to spin it just to, basically justify the way that you moving out here in these streets, Nick Cannon. That's really all it is. Niggas will find any philosophical way to justify moving dirty out here in these streets. And that's what Nick Cannon is doing. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you ever see a time that women will destigmatize, being non-monogamous themselves? Because that's one thing I think that also does hold a lot of women back, is because they are scared to take the non-monogamous route and out of fear of what other people are going to say, right? It's like you can be non-monogamous, but immediately they're already going to call her names. They're already going to say she's this, she's that. And that's just what comes with being a woman in a patriarchy. But do you guys ever see yourselves or do you guys ever see women, taking that stigma off of it themselves and just furthering where women are in general? We have the power to be ahead of a lot of things. And if we honestly, there was this thing I saw on Instagram. This lady, she's a black woman too. Y'all, she had 2 husbands and a boyfriend. The lady had 2 husbands and a boyfriend, a black woman. So I was like, oh shit. One time for the one time black girl magic. Got 2 husbands and another nigga on the side? Yes, ma'am. And when she explained her logic for it, it made sense. As in, I want to build a community with each of these men and we're going to build something. Every time you get to talking with dudes about, polygamy, for instance, or polyamory, it's always about, building their legacy, carrying on their last name and nothing else. At least this woman has an idea of we're going to build a community and build some together with this. And so when I see Nick Cannon, obviously he's just brushing past how serious all this is that he created with this mess, because he knows he fucked up. Nick Cannon knows he was doing too much, which is why he took his ass to the therapy office after, what was that, baby number 8 died, and now the one that he just recently had would have been baby number 9, but Zen died, so now it's only baby number 8. But I think Nick Cannon knew he was wilding. Well, not I think he said I was out here in the streets wilding, and then he comes back to back from saying this little monogamy stuff about, if the woman, she feels like doesn't have enough of me, she can go find somebody else. That ain't the question, Nick Cannon, because clearly you ain't finding enough in one woman, which is why you have these other women on the side. So if you're able to have these other women on the side, because clearly one is not enough, that means the woman should be able to say, oh, you're not enough. You don't hold all of the, the pieces that I need. Let me go find some men who hold the other pieces that, I'm looking for, and still be with you. That is What's good for the goose is good for the gander, Nick. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, Nick. But I I'm sick of Nick Cannon. And then he's talking about, oh, I'm really a germaphobe. I guess it was like all in the same interview he did with this woman. But he basically was like, oh, I'm a germaphobe, and I have to see something in you for me to basically have unprotected sex with you. I don't just not wear condoms with anybody. And I was like, let me go down to these comments, because I know what I'm about to see. And sure enough, everybody's saying the same damn thing, Nick Cannon. The kids ain't adding up. The math ain't mathing. Because you said that you a germaphobe, Nick. And if you a germaphobe, that means you're not sleeping with a whole bunch of people unprotected, let alone at the same time. And Nick, you got babies popping out at the same time, which means you fucking bitches at the same time. So tell me, where's the germophobia in that? Men pull the wool over their own eyes, and when you start poking holes in this little fairy tales and fallacies of la la land that they created for themselves, and all in the name of patriarchy, they start getting mad. They start trying to throw shit back at you. And particularly black women, obviously, when a woman tries to poke a hole in a man's, la la land and bullshit, they get so upset. Especially black men. Oh, y'all are tearing us down. No, you sound stupid is what we're saying. You sound stupid. That's why we're poking a hole in the shit that you saying. But, you are having unprotected sex with all of these women. Then you're getting asked the question of, well, are you still going to have, romantic relationships with them? Oh, yeah. I mean, the world knows, like the women got to know that I'm still going to be having, romantic relationships with these women. Bruh, just tell the truth. You're going to be having romantic relationships with whichever one lets you hit. That's just the truth. That's just like Nick Cannon. Come on now. Men create these baby mamas, and then they know that that's always going to be an option. It's always going to be an option. And that's why Nick Cannon, like, he had to have been playing house with all these girls. Like, I really just feel like he was jumping from girl to girl, playing house each time, and you impregnated all of them, and you felt okay doing it because, oh, I'm Nick Cannon, I got the bread. But little were you not thinking about the fact that, oh, there's actual mental, emotional development that you are responsible for. They do not see the importance in their presence being heavier than what it is, because all they know is, I go to work, I can cover it financially, I'm good, that's my part. And you fucking up because of that. So yeah, Nick Cannon definitely, he on my shit list. I'm tired of him, and I really hope he gets a vasectomy. And before that, I hope his dick falls off, because I've just had it, up to here with Nick Cannon and Fugazi, and trying to convince the world that he's not the asshole that we know he is, and that he isn't really out here playing, these women, and using them against each other. And you aren't even in relationships with none of them, bruh. You weren't even in relationships besides Jessica White that, we as people knew of. Like, you went actually public with her. So we could say, oh, that was a relationship. But all these other girls, you were just, sucking on them on the weekends, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Clearly you had a schedule down pat. One girl came in on Monday, left on Wednesday. Another girl came in on Thursday, left on Saturday. Another girl came in on Sunday, left on Tuesday. He had this down pat. But we gonna move on from Mr. Nick Cannon, y'all. Tell me what you think down in the comments, how y'all feel about Nick Cannon and his, baby mama drama, and, how he plans to move going forward. Have y'all had enough of him? His little show definitely is, every week has some type of different, clip going viral. He stays talking about sex on there. He stays talking about his love life on there, because he knows that's what gets the clicks and views. But at this point, bro, shut up. No, shut up. We don't care. We don't care. Go get tested. Okay? Go stop your ass by the clinic. That's what we need. That's what we need to happen. But let's move on, y'all. Like I said. So, who we gonna move on to next? There was a lot that kind of happened. Let's knock out Kanye, y'all. So we know Kanye and this Kim Kardashian stuff has been dragging out for a long as time. Really on the basis of Kanye's narcissism, his egotisticalness, and just his inability to imagine the fact that, oh, how dare Kim leave me and go smash a white boy? How dare she? She just got off this BBC and now she's going to go over there and mess with Skeet Man, Skeet Davidson over there on SNL, who looked like a whole ass STD. He looks like an amoeba. He looks like one virus away from influenza. Okay, he looks a couple of chromosomes short. Yeah, Kanye's mad about that. And so now Kanye West, Kanye West reportedly files legal documents to protect his marital assets after Kim Kardashian filed for single status. Sir. So here's what he's asking for in this aspect. One, this is what Kanye is asking for. One, if either of them dies, he wants to make sure any money that might be owing to either gets reimbursed. Two, Kanye wants to block Kim from transferring assets out of any trust they created. That makes sense, because if I'm with somebody and we created a trust together, taking any money out of that, I'll let you have that one, Kanye. Number three, he wants Kim to waive their marital privilege pending a final custody decision. This is interesting. He wants to ensure any communications between the two of them can be part of the court record. He also wants to make sure if Kim remarries, she would waive any spousal privilege between her and her new husband. In other words, he wants to make sure any conversations between her and a new husband as it relates to custody would be fair game in court. Yo, Kanye. That don't make no sense. He wants to make sure if Kim remarries, she will waive any spousal privilege between her and her new husband. In other words, he wants to make sure any conversations between her and a new husband as it relates to custody would be fair game in court. Okay, I had to reread it. So if the new person that she's married to, they in any regard speak about custody of kids, that would be fair game in court. Let me think about that. Because if the roles were reversed and Kim was saying, look, whatever new girl he talking to, if they talk about anything in regards to my kids, I want that to be used in court, we would be rocking for it as far as like a mother, as you know, and a mother and, you know, her children, we would be okay with that. So I'll let you live. But Kanye, the fact that you are trying to eliminate Kim from being able to file for just in general trying to prevent her from, you know, being able to be considered legally single, you an asshole for that. Because y'all aren't together. You had your chance. You've up, Kanye. I'm pretty sure she was telling you a lot of the times what she was needing. And you was ignoring her, going around the world and just like you doing now. And you mad because she decided she had enough? Like, I don't understand. Like, everybody said, oh, Kim, she left and this is her something marriage. And it's like, how long do y'all want people to be suffering for? How long do y'all really want people to be suffering for? And that's the problem. I got so goddamn used to people staying in relationships when they unhappy, and Kim ain't got to do that because bitch got means to leave when she want to leave. Women a lot of times gotta stay because they ain't financially, good. But Kim ain't gotta worry about that. When she ready to go, Kim can go. Look, she can hop in all her little Maybach cars and vroom vroom and get the fuck out of there. But let me see what else. Let's see. Let me see what else. Oh, I also want to talk about this Kanye docu-series. It's almost sad watching the Kanye docu-series because as viewers were watching who he used to be, and the man used to be great, y'all. He used to be somebody that, like, he's a musical genius. Like, you can say anything about Kanye. The nigga weird. He don't make logical, sense. But as far as music creativity, the man got it. He got it. And he used to be so just like, where is the was it Bush don't like black people? Where is that Kanye? We miss that Kanye. Where is that Kanye? Get on your meds so we can have him back. We want college dropout Kanye. And to watch his relationship with his mom, ever since his mom passed, he ain't been right. A lot of people been saying that. He ain't gotten right since. But watching the docu-series, it's like a bittersweet thing because it's like, oh my gosh, yeah, we get to watch the old Kanye, get to see all the process and see his family and all of these good things. But it's also bitter because that's who he's not anymore, right? We done lost the nigga to the game. You done got money. What he get on? You leave your full white girl. And that's exactly what he did. And now look like a white girl done left him. But it's just so sad just thinking about it because like Kanye really was like inspirational and he stood for black folks. And now here it is, you bragging about, I'm taking the culture back. Nigga, who told you to give it away? Who had made you gatekeeper of the culture in the first place? Huh? What? Come on, Kanye. Nobody told you to do that shit. Now you mad because Kim over there and then got her some white dick and now you mad. The nerve of you. Got Julia Fox galloping and trolloping around town and, rounding these. Now look, some of these outfits on Julia, if they weren't on Julia, we would say them outfits was fire. Okay, because some of them were. The denim one, I liked. The leather one, I liked. There were some outfits Julia had on that if it wasn't that little skinny bride, they were on somebody else, we would be somewhere. But Kanye, you sit there and complain about not being around your kids. You stay complaining about, I don't get to take them to school drop off. Well, you can't take your kids to school drop off when you're trolloping from Paris to Miami to Atlanta with, Fox and the whole Julia and making music and all this, and that. You doing everything but being with your kids. You literally bought a house across the street from Kim and your ass ain't been there. You stay complaining about your kids, but the whole birthday party situation, everybody heard about how they agreed to do 2 separate ones, but then when you saw the shit on Instagram, now you want to try to blast Kim talking about she won't give me the location. Bruh, y'all decided y'all was gonna do 2 separate shits, and then you got upset, and now you're really using the kids, as chess pieces in regards to getting back at Kim. And even though I don't with Kim, I really don't. As a woman, I just am able to see the situation and be like, damn, it sucks. Like, I would be losing my every day if I had to deal with a man like Kanye. I would be smoking and drinking, waking up, popping pills and drinking wine, dealing with a nigga Kanye. He will drive you. He could drive a pastor to drink, honestly. But yeah, that's enough of Kanye with his ass and this whole Donda situation. He just did the Donda, the concert. I don't know how people be spending all that damn money on Kanye. I just can't. And then he want to charge $200, y'all, for this little damn stem or steam or whatever it is to listen to his album. Man, if y'all don't wait for that to drop it on YouTube, because he gonna have to do it anyways if he wants more people to hear it. He gonna have to drop the music on somewhere else besides a $200, subscription. But y'all, speaking of babies, Kiki Wyatt, baby number 11. I was just scrolling on my topics on my phone, and I forgot that Kiki Wyatt, bitch, 11th child, 11th, 2 1s, 1 1, double digits. Why? That's a question, you guys. That's a question I have. Why do you guys feel like Kiki is still having kids? Why is she still having babies? I don't want to get too deep into it. I don't want to think too deep into it, but I can't help it because, one, I'm a Capricorn. We're very philosophical. Oh, we're very just like analytical, logical, whatever we think. Okay, we're thinkers. But Kiki, you're confusing me because you keep saying to a lot of people, and then it was just rumored the other day or a while back that she was going to be on a TV show about her life and getting back into the music industry. Kiki, how you plan on getting back into the music industry and you keep having motherfucking kids? The math ain't mathing. Like, are you singing, doing your little runs inside the studio with your... Y'all know what she does. Y'all know her little favorite thing, her little favorite go-to, party trick. So, ma'am, you should be in the studio, but you can't be in the studio breastfeeding and on bed rest. I feel like Kiki Wyatt subconsciously is having these babies because she's too scared to get back into the music industry. I really think she's scared to get back into the music industry. She hasn't been there for a while. She doesn't maybe know a sound to bring back. Like, Kiki Wyatt really should have been that bitch. Like, she really should have been. Because Kiki actually has talent. She can actually sing. But her problem is she had the K. Michelle thing going for her, where it's you got talent, but all that damn attitude make people, kind of want to keep their distance from you. And so Kiki really messed up her opportunity a lot of the times just with her attitude. And I don't know, like, Kiki Wyatt really should be that girl right now. With what we got out there, but what's out there now, y'all, ain't no reason why she should be. Hello, Miss B Stokes. Hey. Thank you for joining. Yeah, we talking about Kiki Wyatt and her having this 11th baby. I just, ran across this. How do you guys feel about Kiki having her 11th baby? Do you guys feel like, I personally feel like she subconsciously keeps having babies out of like using that as an excuse to not like get in the studio. Like, she knows she can blame having a baby on why she keeps prolonging her career, and she keeps giving these new men babies. Just because you with a man does not mean you need to pop out a baby for him. That's another thing too. And she keep popping out babies to offer all these niggas she with, and it's like, girl, stop doing that. But let's move on real quick, y'all. Let's laugh about Tasha K, because I just saw this on my damn phone. Tasha K with the I ain't got it. With the I ain't got it. Bitch, I died. Because everybody, it was kind of like, girl, tell us something we didn't already know. We already knew this. Wasn't nobody personally like trying to be an asshole with counting Tasha's coin like that. Like, just run into her pockets. But girl, we knew you didn't have no $4 million. But the problem is now your mouth and wrote a check your ass can't cash. And now you steady always trying to like you steady trying to push for this thing to go into legal situation. Oh, we gonna take it to the Supreme. Bitch, you lied. You lied, Tasha. Let it go. Like, get frozen and let that shit go. And so she was with Kendall. I forgot, but somebody else. But when she said, I ain't got it, I was kind of like, bitch, we knew that. Bitch, we knew you didn't have that $4 million. We wasn't like, we knew you ain't had that, bitch. Everybody who do the YouTube thing and do like social media thing, like, you make a few little points, but not enough to pay out Cardi B. Not like that. I'm sorry, boo-boo. You just know. Stop lying. That's the only thing I can tell you. Stop lying. That's why that good old word, allegedly, throw that allegedly in there and let that shit ride, okay? You said that tickled me. Yes. Very much. Tasha K, you had an opportunity. And then what's more annoying is she had it out, y'all. She had the opportunity to backpedal and spot. And you should have did it, okay? You should have ice skated your ass way out of that situation and let the shit ride. But you kept trying to shoot for Cardi. And one thing, unfortunately, is when you fight with somebody who's money longer than yours, they can do some damage. Now, here it is. Your ass going to be on a payment plan. And Cardi, in reaction to hearing Tasha K ain't got it, simply let her know, bitch better have my money. Tell me what you want. Bitch better have my. Look, you ain't got it, but either your mammy, your cousin, your sister, if you got to go searching in the couch for coin cushions for all Cardi B give a damn, you going to find her money. Bitch, you going to find that money with all the shit you was talking. Let's just be honest. But yeah, y'all, that shit took me out. So let's go ahead and move on. Who else did I want to talk about? Who else was on the docket? Miss Summer Walker, y'all. Let's talk about Miss Summer Walker really fast. So Summer Walker was recently at a concert, and she basically was on stage and said that she wasn't going to sing the song. So this was on the Neighborhood Talk. And so basically it's her, like a clip of her with the audio. Let me see if it'll pull it up and y'all can hear it. And y'all let me know if y'all can hear it. Let me see. Let's see. This is what the title is. Fans take issue with Summer Walker choosing not to perform certain songs from an album Still Over because she said it's still a fresh wound from drama during pregnancy with London. All right.
Okay. I cannot sing that song, but
can y'all hear it?
I just wanted to talk to y'all for a second. For anybody who came here and was like, oh, she didn't do Reciprocate, she didn't do Circuit, she didn't do Session 33, I didn't do a lot of songs from the new album. I want you to know that, this shit is real. Like, I write a lot of my stuff. I write most of my stuff. And, it's still a fresh wound. My baby, she's not even one yet. And I ain't got time to be up here singing that shit crying in front of y'all. So I sang what I could. And I hope that y'all still enjoy the show.
Did y'all hear that? Let me know if you heard it. You said at least she looked nice, because Lord knows she be looking crazy sometimes. Look, B Stokes. Look, not everybody is able. But she has been looking better with her fashions. But if you let me know y'all heard that okay. I just wanted to make sure. But yes, she basically told the crowd that, this song is still fresh. My baby just won. And I don't got time to be crying on stage with you guys. And so it's kind of like everybody, it's like hard because a part of me is like, okay, she being honest, she being real. Like, look, I'm not going to be able to perform this song to the best of my capabilities because the bitch going to bust down crying in the middle of it. But it's like you wrote the song, though, kind of for that reason to be like whatever, a journal or an outlet. And that's why people relate to you. That's why they wanted to hear the music. They want to, people have dealt with the pain that you're dealing with, and your pain coming across on stage is what sells the experience, is what sells people wanting to come and see you because they know they're going to be getting some real shit. Like, that's kind of the hook, line, and sinker of it all. Like, seeing somebody become emotional on stage because something hurt them, like, that makes you feel like, damn, like, I know I'm listening to somebody. They didn't just, have somebody write a song and they stuck their, name on it. Like, they really are feeling this. And we see the best of the best performers go on stage. They might have to stop mid-song because they started crying. We've seen Beyonce, hell, how many times Beyonce sang Lemonade till her damn toes was bunioned up, okay? Dealing with Jay-Z's fuckery, okay? But she still did it like a G because that's the song that was on her album. And she sang the songs that were, painful and full of hurt and did that on stage. And that's why people consider you not just an artist, like an entertainer, but an artist, because there's an art to this. But you guys tell me, do you guys feel that because an artist creates a song, they are obligated to sing it on stage? Do you guys think they're obligated to sing that song on stage? Because if I pay my money, like, I would assume I'm going to hear the song that I asked for, right? What's y'all's opinion on that? Because I feel like I'm a little torn. Then this is what some of the comments said. Somebody said, Beyonce gets on stage every tour run and sings Heavens and Resentment live. Why would you make a song if you didn't want to perform it live, or is it just because you're not that girl? Shady boots. Another person said, absolutely out of pocket. We do not care. You put out the songs, now get up there and cry your way through them. It's always an excuse. It's going to be a no-go for me, dog, on Miss Walker. It has been lately. It's like, here comes Summer Walker with another thing about what she won't do, what she can't do. And it's like, damn, girl, did you choose the right career path? Because this shit comes with a lot of, public things, and you got all these anxieties. But I can't fault her for that, because a lot of people who might be introverted are still creative. That's where they they become extroverts, is in the music or the creative process, So I don't want to be too harsh on her, but like this girl tried to help her out. She said this. She says, I get it though. It's some songs I don't want to listen to when I'm going through a heartbreak. Imagine actually writing these songs. Then somebody in the commented to her stuff and said, yeah, but you're not getting paid for that. She's always got an excuse for something, and it's coming off as lazy. People paid and took time away from things for a show, which is true. I mean, it's on the album. I paid you my ducats. Like, if 3 of the songs are the only left to perform because the other ones are, my baby daddy this, my baby daddy that, I've been hurt this, I've been hurt that, I've been through the pain, the sorrow, and you left with 3 songs to sing, bitch, I'ma feel robbed. Actually, you know what? That's what I agree with that. This just might not be the career for her. She should be a writer. That would be more fitting. Definitely her being a writer would be way more fitting with her, social anxieties and all that shit she loves to, to talk about. But I don't know, you guys. Summer Walker, I try to ride for her, but it's becoming a little hard to do that with somebody who always got some shit going on. Like, girl, it's hard because it's like, oh, you're not obligated to do these things. You want to make music, and that's really all it, it comes with this lifestyle of people following you, and, they are looking for you for some things and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean you have to give it to them. Like, to view the person, the artist and celebrity still as a person is what, like, we all battle with. But also at the same time, it's like, yeah, we don't want to push this on you, but I paid for this. Like, I paid for a service that I would like to get my money's worth. Like, it's kind of like, okay, these new artists, they standards is just, it's just not what it used to be in the past. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on, y'all, because it's a lot. It's a lot more to get into. We went through Kanye, Nick Cannon, Summer Walker. Oh shit, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion. This woo. Okay. So let me see if I can find the post where it had all of them on there, all the mess, how this all started. Of course, it started with DJ Akademics' No Neck Having Ass, Alvin and the Chipmunks Wanna Be. So this is from the Neighborhood Talk. Basically, it started with Akademics really releasing stuff before they even went to court. Before Tory Lanez and Megan actually stepped foot in the court, he was already posting stuff about, oh, the report said this, the report said that. And so Megan's like, damn, I ain't even in the room yet, and you already posted some shit. And so DJ Akademics was talking about this whole evidence, you know, the receipts of Tory Lanez's like fingerprints or whatever. So this is how it started with DJ Akademics. It says, update, Tory Lanez trial adjourned till April, with Tory's lawyers telling the court they have completed DNA results from the prosecution, which is very pleasing to his client. I saw the document myself, he put in parentheses. It literally says it was inconclusive in finding Tory DNA on the gun or magazine. So he posted that, oh, you know, y'all gonna be looking crazy when you know, y'all see that Tory Lanez, you know, DNA was found inconclusive or wasn't on the gun. And it's just kind of like, bruh, we not going to do this with you, Akademics. You always start piping up when a woman's involved. You stay piping up when a woman's involved, and you really need to get that ass beat. The fact that Akademics has not been touched yet is almost, you know, just baffling. I really want somebody to beat his ass. I know it's a bad thing to say, but some people just don't learn until they get that ass beat, and Akademics is one of them, clearly. So then Megan, of course, you know, she of course has something to say. So let me go back. Let's see. Okay, so this is what she said to Akademics. She put on her story. She said, I know some of y'all blogs on payroll, but please don't get sued trying to create a hate campaign. Be a real journalist and post facts in all caps. And to my haters, keep making yourself look stupid. I don't care. So, of course, Megan, you know, there's always this thing of like, okay, you know, don't try to feed the machine when something pops up. But it's like, sometimes when somebody really just like be on some fuck shit, like, you gotta say something. It just, because they playing with your name and they playing with your intelligence. And I think that's what pissed Megan off the most. And the fact that it was Akademics who said something. Nigga, why you talking? Don't you got your mama titty to suck on or something? Because you act like a baby 24/7. So she made that snap, and then she ended up posting another one saying, what's even more effed up is this is all public record and nobody even cares to read. Only thing that happened in court today was it got pushed back to April 5th, but y'all will get a live trending. Imagine how I feel reliving this stuff every day publicly. It hurts. I'm so tired. I could only imagine, Megan. Because you know what happened to you. I think it was more annoying. It's like when you know what happened to you and you got somebody playing your face publicly, I'm sure that would piss anybody off. And Akademics, you want to sit here and ride for your little, you always dick ride. Like, he always want to ride for the man. Every time. You stay just hopping on it. You got something to tell us, Akademics? Do you like a little peen, do you? Like a little, you know, peanut sandwich? Yeah. Do you like a little hazelnuts, peanuts, almonds? Do you like some nuts in your life is what I'm saying, Akademics, because you stay hopping on it. You stay slobbing on it for some niggas. So of course, Tory Lanez, he had some stuff to say, and him and Party ended up going back and forth, obviously talking about, oh, you see me, I see you. We ain't got to do this Twitter stuff. You can meet me at a location, whoopty woo. And then Tory, of course, with his ignorant ass, wants to make it about him sleeping with two friends. Oh, my dick then got me in trouble, sleeping with friends. This is how it is. Now you playing games because now you're trying to minimize the situation. Men always gonna try to, if sex is involved in there anyway, they're always gonna make it about their sex game. Like, oh, like it's the sex that got the girls tripping. No, it's you. It's you. It's you, Tory, and your fugaziness. You sitting here trying to throw every other information in there, and you have yet to say, I did not shoot Megan. The gun was not in my hands. I don't have any recollection. Hell, that. But the fact that you keep playing like Megan did not get stitches and we didn't see that limping on actual police footage, Megan was limping in the middle of the street, okay? Had blood on the concrete. We know she got shot. And it's only you, the friend, and Megan. And I watch enough Law and Order to know when they got evidence against somebody, they subpoena their ass in court. Why the best friend ain't been subpoenaed yet? I mean, I'm just asking questions now. What you guys feel? Do you feel which one's more likely, that the best friend shot Megan or that Tory shot Megan? You know, the little, you know, Snow White and the elves looking ass Tory Lanez. You know, short men got egos. They got that Napoleon syndrome, like a mug. They feel like because they short, they got to always try to prove their manhood. They always got to try to prove their manhood with somebody. What you guys think? And he tried to make it about, oh, sleeping with two friends got me caught up. It got me just the thought of that, it just makes me sick, honestly. So now they're back in this court situation. I personally feel like Tory Lanez is, people, they're dragging it out because they could have had this, DNA analysis done. I'm married to a short man. Don't do them. The only way people get with a short man typically is because he hanging somewhere else. He make up for that. He make up for that length somewhere else. That's typically why short men get away with that they do. And that's why Tory was feeling the way he was feeling, because he might be short, but he probably make up for it somewhere else. And so he feel big and bad. It's already one thing to have BDE and you 6'3", 6'2", or whatever. But when you short and you got BDE, like, it's a whole different thing. Or you gotta try to facilitate that BDE in other ways because you ain't got the height basically to back it up. But of course, Tory is going back and forth with Megan, and she actually released text messages of Tory apologizing. Right? Apologizing. So, Tory, question number 1. If you did not shoot her, why are you apologizing? Question number 2. Tory, if you did not shoot her, or if it's not the shooting that you apologizing for, what was it then you were apologizing for? Because apology was in there. Megan posted that bitch. Right? If you did not shoot me, what were you apologizing for? For all the people who want to sit there and say, oh, Megan this, Megan that. If you guys feel like it wasn't Tory, who else do you think it was then? That's my question. If it ain't Tory, who else is it? And based upon what information that has been put out to us justifies your thought process or your hypotheses of it being somebody else? But y'all can't come up with that shit, huh? I really want this case to be over. The fact that it's not gonna get done till April, April. They didn't push that bitch back to April. It's just not going to be. It's still damn Black History Month. We still got a couple of days left in February. So the fact that they done pushed the whole back to April, he gonna drag this out as far as possible because he know when they get a hold of his ass in court, he going to jail because he shot her. He gonna get some time. He gonna get some time. That's just is, and he dragging this shit out for as long as possible. So moving on from Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion, who else we gonna talk about? Who else did I want to talk about? Oh, let's get into Kodak Black. Y'all, I've been wanting to talk about Kodak Black, his ugly old ass, burnt piece of bacon ass bitch. He was joking on the Breakfast Club, talking about, this was on the Jasmine brand. Kodak Black claims the woman pregnant with his child, that he would only be her boyfriend if she gave birth to a boy. Let's run that back, okay? Matter of fact, let me play it for y'all.
Like this one right here, like we know, like understanding where you kind of agree with this shit. I'm gonna lock in with her. I told her last night. I said, man, you know what? If it's a boy, I'm gonna be your boyfriend. If the girl, I'm just gonna be your baby daddy.
Man, if you don't stop this shit, Kodak. What the hell?
It's like this one right here, like we know, like understanding where you kind of agree with this shit. I'm gonna lock in with her. I told her last night. I said, man, you know what? If it's a boy, I'm gonna be your boyfriend. If the girl, I'm just gonna be your baby daddy.
Man, if you don't stop this shit, Kodak.
Like
now, amongst his little mumbling with his illiterate ass, he basically just told the girl, if it's a boy, I'll be your boyfriend. If it's a girl, I'll just be your baby daddy. Ain't it crazy? Even girls as children to the men get disrespected. There's always, like, you can tell, like, this sense of just like disappointment when men see that they're having a girl. And I think it's just simply because they know when they have a girl, what you would hope is that it would change their attitude. But when they have a girl, there's just a different type of now standard men know that they are going to have for themselves. And the fact that they are going to be an example of what this girl is going to be with in the future. And that's a good question. Why are people interviewing him? Kodak, I mean, unfortunately, he's not the most, he ain't the most problematic artist that, you know, is out there in the streets. We definitely know a couple more problematic ones, you know, like Da Baby. But then, oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. But wait, there's more. Not only in fact was he talking about, oh, if she has a girl, oh, I'm gonna just be her baby daddy. He basically was talking about how Kodak Black, he was saying that if he has a female artist, basically that he gotta sleep with him. He literally was like, oh, because this all started with the question about why him and Dream Doll got into it. He got upset that basically that Dream Doll didn't want to sleep with him. And he was like, oh, you think, could you better than somebody? Oh, could you got this, and that? And then come to find out, you talking, oh, well, if she's not gonna let me sleep with her, then why she want to make music with me? Bruh. Yo. They ain't gotta sleep with you. They like they said, they artists just like, so let me see if I can find the actual audio. Let's see.
All time, this shit.
Yeah, but you can't expect them girls to give you some just because you're doing music with them.
Yes, So why you expect so why you expecting niggas to do music with me?
Just like you do
Because
music
they're
with other
artists.
people, with other artists. Women are artists too. You have a female artist, right, signed to you. Is it Mellow Rack signed to you?
BBS and science to me.
Okay. All right. And so wouldn't you want other men to work with her and be okay with that?
No problem, you know what I mean? Now you want to give me a hard time with this shit.
Yeah, but you can't expect them girls to give you some just because you're doing music with them.
Yes, So why you expect man? So why you expecting niggas just do music with you, man?
Just like you
Because
do music
they're
with other
artists.
people, with other artists. Women are artists too. You have a female artist, right, signed to you. Is it Mellow Rack signed to you?
BDS and science.
So, and here it is. You asking the question I was asking right here. Who would be able to sleep with that? Who would want to sleep with that? Who would want to have a baby with that? It ain't even a him. It like him person that. Now he done look a lot better. He done straightened himself out by cutting these little twigs that he had off his head. I don't know if y'all saw, but he cut like the big ass dreads off. But sir, the audacity to feel like people's gonna be sitting there sleeping with you for some music. First of all, Kodak, let's be real. Yeah, you making some music, but bro, you ain't out there like that, homie. So if somebody would sleep with you, they wasn't gonna be getting that far. First, okay. Second, it just goes to show how in everywhere, like the idea of sexism is just so strong. Like a woman is always going to be seen for what she can do for men sexually, and that is always going to be the trade-off. The trade-off is always going to be sexual for a woman for a man. And I know y'all like to say, oh, what does she bring to the table? Nothing but, nothing but coochie. But it's like, y'all niggas be doing everything to get that. Y'all niggas do everything for some box. So clearly there's some power in it. Clearly there's power in the, okay? And to see that he was so blatantly comfortable and making these jokes about, oh, if it's just a girl, I'm gonna be the baby daddy. Or, oh, I'm gonna sleep with the girl, we gonna do music together. He's so comfortable in saying that, and he don't really see that there's nothing wrong because he around talking with niggas all day about the same thing. They be in the room. So remember, I don't know if y'all remember this, but y'all remember Rick Ross did that that interview with the Breakfast Club, and he said why he don't sign women. He's like, oh, I don't sign women because I just know I'm gonna end up wanting to have sex with her. I know I'm gonna want to hit that. He literally avoids signing women for that aspect. And then not only that, okay, even if you're gonna want to have sex with her, is it the thing is that what you're gonna expect from her? Or is that what you really mean? Or that you're gonna expect sex from her, and when she don't give it to you, you're gonna be upset, you're gonna be mad. Is that what that's gonna be? Because that's what it sounds like. Kodak Black, these Safari, Kodak Black, Nick Cannon ass niggas, y'all need to go get tested. Y'all need to do better. Y'all sit here and wonder why the black community where we at. It's because we got dudes like Kodak Black who really feel entitled to a woman box because she want to do some music. You feel that entitled to it, bruh? And y'all sit here and wonder why we looking at y'all when these rape cases come forward. Oops, my bad. My bad, YouTube. Don't strike me. When these art cases come forward, look, YouTube be trying to play games. Don't strike me, YouTube. My bad. But when these cases come forward and y'all be wondering why we be looking at y'all, and y'all be like, oh, y'all gonna believe it. But I mean, the way y'all be acting like y'all entitled to it. What else y'all want us to feel like is what happened with people? It's a shame. It honestly is a shame. Like, there really is no safe place for women if we really think about it. Like, you can't think of any industry that's not male dominated, that's not, anytime a woman comes to disrupt it, it's seen as just like, oh, she this, she that, she a bitch, she hard to work with, she aggressive. They find every negative thing to say about a woman who wants to come in and disrupt the male space. And to know that Kodak was so comfortable in saying, well, if she want to do music with me, then then why I ain't gonna get no sex, bruh. You literally look like an amoeba with gold teeth. I can't. And then y'all be so abusive to women, not only mentally, emotionally, physically. Speaking of, let's talk about that. Let's move on to another one that's been real abusive in these streets lately, besides Kodak Black. Okay, let's talk about this NBA player. Okay, let's move on to this NBA player real fast. NBA player Gerald Green's baby mama is taking back the mental and physical abuse claims she made about him. I and my kids are in any danger with him. And this is the same one. She posted actual pictures of bruises and bite marks from this dude. Gerald Green, a couple of days ago, she posted about how he's always been mentally, physically, emotionally abusive. She got the proof for it. She had the pictures. Okay. She had them hoes time stamped. And now she's backpedaling. And I think she's doing it all on the fact of the kids. Because unfortunately, not unfortunately, but in obviously custody cases, if there is, any type of case and where the dad is convicted or just has charges of any type of abuse, 9 times out of 10, the kids, they're not going to allow the kids to be in his custody or anything like that. So I'm going to assume that's why she took that. I'm just gonna have to give her and say that's why she did it. Because if she took it back just to go be with that nigga again, girl, my sympathy can only go so far. Like, you choosing to be stupid at this point because this man showed you who he is. He showed you who he is. And when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Point blank, period. When somebody show you who they are, believe them. And this man bit your eye socket off, basically. Y'all, the picture, it literally was a bite mark, like literally like across her eye, like right here. So he literally almost bit your eye socket off. And you talk about how he's been abusive to you, kicked you out of your house, left you out on the street, left you and your son out there, and then was having your son call him daddy just to come back and say, oh, I ain't your daddy no more, little Nick. Like, what? And then now you taking back the allegations? Yes, exactly. Better believe them the first time. It's also too is like when somebody shows you who they are, like, don't allow yourself to constantly try to convince people sometimes try to convince themselves that's what they're not. Like, they'll look for all the good and everything else, and it's like, that's not what I'm looking at. That's not what I'm seeing. It's all done in the name of love, and it's like, no, bitch, that's not what's happening. That is not what's happening. In the name of love, girl, you need to tuck tail and run. These men be out here cheating, abusing, beating, and y'all sit there and stay with it. At it. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Ooh, drank water and that bird came up. But there's always this ride or die mentality. And I ride or die is not a badge of honor, ladies. It's not. All ride or die says is you tolerated some bull and you felt like I'd rather stay here with the devil I know than the devil I don't. That's what ride or die means to me. That's what it is. Now, in all honesty, I just really want I hope women start doing better, because I hate to make this, the thing, but when there is long-term abuse relationships, there is some type of accountability that the victim has to take in allowing it, right? And so, we're just talking just socially, right? As a whole, the men can only be better when we decide to accept better behavior, if y'all can understand what I'm trying to get at. I'm not blaming women by any means. Like, oh, men, we're the reason for them to stay acting this way. But there's just a part that women have to be accountable for, and just saying, okay, I've been in this relationship. This nigga done cheated on me twice, right? I'm still here, mad that he's still cheating. Like, you're here. Like, you don't have to, like, you are choosing to be here and accepting the behavior. So as a whole, if all women or majority of women are doing that, how these men, that's why these men going to continue with this bad behavior when all women around them are accepting bad behavior? And the conversation that needs to be had with black men is, what y'all think y'all part is and why the black community is so messed up? What y'all think y'all part is? You know what I think y'all part is? Y'all love to create fatherless homes. Okay? That's something y'all love to do. And I'm just read some to y'all. Another fatherless home now is created because all these rappers out here having babies out of a fad. Oh, this one got pregnant. This one got a baby mom. This one got a baby. Like, this one got another girl pregnant. Oh, they about to have another baby. Y'all are okay creating these babies out of what they represent. Oh, it's just like my legacy. This is my seed. And y'all realize, like, it's a whole human you're gonna have to take care of. And the men, they can pop. They okay with creating babies, so they know they ain't gotta touch them. They ain't gotta touch the baby, not one bit, not damn bit. The woman gonna be there, and the nanny gonna be there. They ain't gotta worry about the stress of the baby, so they can keep popping out kids like it ain't nothing. Like, I mean, keep helping procreate kids like it ain't nothing, because the earnest of the work ain't on them. But let's talk about another fatherless home that was created besides the Nick Cannon, the Stevie J's, the Futures, of it all. So y'all know Young Blue. So his baby mama goes in on him saying on Neighborhood Talk, "I'm ashamed to be your baby mama. It's something I would never be proud of." And let me tell you what she said. She says, "As a man, you failed. As a co-parent, you failed. As a father, you've extremely failed, Corbin. I failed my son the day I got pregnant by you for not choosing better. I honestly wish I never had a kid with you. I wish I could have a redo. You're father. You're abusive. You're special ed. You have bed bugs. You don't take baths. It's so embarrassing and it makes me sick to my stomach. You're an effing joke and your words may have no value. I'm ashamed to be your being. It's nothing I will ever be proud of. You ain't never did for Corbin. I look at Corbin every day and knows he doesn't deserve what's being presented to him. For years, he's been given the short end of the stick and it's little to nothing. I want you to know that you're the worst BD on planet Earth. It literally doesn't get any worse than you. You're the worst father a kid could ever have. If you died today or tomorrow, I literally on your effing grave. I literally spit on your effing grave. I hope you blank and blank. I hate you, dysfunctional deadbeat mother." Okay. Yikes. I mean, y'all sit here wondering why women is over here fed up. When y'all do stuff like this, you men who got this money, y'all make kids, but y'all not around, and that's why women be having a problem, because y'all be leaving all the earnest of the responsibility on them, and don't nobody got time for that. When I'm in a relationship with somebody who's supposed to be, in this 50-50, we made this baby together, nigga, the last time I checked. Be careful who you have babies with. Be careful who you have babies with, y'all. That is a life sentence. A life sentence. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, y'all. I can't. Watching the way men have been acting lately have just been like disgust. Like, it's just really, like, I'll look at men and just be like, ugh. Like, black men just, ugh. I'm just exhausted. I'm exhausted with every week you dudes doing something to furthermore perpetuate the issue that we have with y'all. And y'all love pointing the finger back over towards us, not realizing that we're just an effect of how you are failing at leadership. Y'all said y'all are leaders. Y'all said y'all are on top. Y'all want to control everything. So by proxy, we been under the leadership of y'all, and we're acting this way. That means, wait a minute, when the followers are acting a certain way, you don't go blame the followers, in the objective of a system. You go look at the leader. Hey, yo, the people out here wilding, they act in a certain way. It's dysfunctional, right? You look at the leader. Men, where's the responsibility? And this is why there can't be a true show. This is why there can't be a show about black men might kill. Because y'all don't want to be honest. Because y'all don't want to be honest about where y'all shortcomings are. Y'all don't want to be honest about where you fail at. Y'all don't want to be honest about, how you guys basically fuck up. Like, y'all don't want to be honest about where y'all can do better. Because the only time y'all always choose to say to see negativity that you guys have as somebody bashing you. And that's so unfortunate, because now you're just never going to grow as a whole. Black women, y'all better stop trying to give black men these black babies because they don't deserve them. And they just need to stay at home living on that mama couch. And like, I just can't. I can't. I pray that black women, we just gonna have to start building our own community with, with some Asian and white men, and let these black men have a little interracial but racially ambiguous one. It is not a coincidence. Like, y'all, Nick Cannon's baby mamas all literally look the fucking same. Literally look the same. Not even funny. All the bitches look the same. Y'all keep going for the same thing. Y'all want to sing all these high praises of what, a black woman strong, this, and that. My mama made it happen. A strong black woman made it happen. But where is your black woman in your life? Right. Sounds like mommy issues. Yeah, definitely sounds like mommy issues when black men can say all the time, a strong black woman, my mama made it happen, strong black woman, this, and that. And then you look at your dating history and you ain't got no black woman in your dating history. Yeah, we can clearly see that there's some anti-black, inner issues that you're dealing with. And as a community, black people are dealing with the anti-black issue that we are subconsciously, like, we're not dealing with as a whole. Black people as a whole, as a group, we are very anti-black to ourselves, which is why we aren't going to get anywhere as a whole until we fix that or acknowledge that it exists. So yeah, you guys, that was it for the live. I just wanted to come and chit chat a little bit. I appreciate those who stayed on. For those who popped in, popped out, you can check the playback for any of the stuff that you missed. I definitely appreciate, y'all for so far. I just become just shoot the shits on the live. I'll be trying to do more lives and stuff, like I said, because I want to, get you guys' opinion on things. So I want to come back. There's definitely some more stuff that happened today. Apparently, the City Girls done got into it. Cam Newton he got something going on with Brittany Renner that I feel like definitely needs to be discussed, but I want to talk about that in another live. It was a lot going on, y'all. It's just a lot going on. But yeah, like I said, you guys, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all make sure you go to watch the playback. This week, I need to catch up on Married at First Sight, Real Housewives of Orange County, and then tonight Growing Up Hip Hop comes on. But Growing Up Hip Hop ain't been, this season been a little, it's been a little poochies, but garbage. But yeah, you guys, I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all make sure to follow my Instagram and Twitter, y'all. And y'all stay tuned. Keep the notifications on for when I do another live. But until then, I will catch you guys later. Love y'all. Bye.